Welcome back.
Indeed. Welcome back, my friends. We had a little quick rest there for the players to get ready to take the doom clock to the half till midnight mark. And so the party has been split into two different groups. Bubba, Cheryl, Alex, Scarlett, Samuel, and Rodney have been essentially stopped by three shambling zombies while Samuel deals out blow by blow with his fists. A little further away, Desdemona has ran into another individual named Haley and are currently trying to find a way to loop around and meet with the rest of the party. Because unfortunately, that door, that stairwell at the southern part of the where the rest of the group is, has been wrapped with wire, sealed shut.
They don't know that yet.
Not know that yet. It'll be interesting to see what happens. So, let's go ahead and
find out.
Desdemona, you are up there in that long hallway that's filled with smoke and a fire over to your west and a door to the east.
Yep.
So Haley looks, she's like, what are we going to do? What are we going to do?
What did you say? I couldn't hear you over the sound of that smoke.
It's everywhere. It's everywhere. What are we going to do?
Just stay with me, okay? Just stay with me. All right. So, like, there were some spirits in this place, and they said they needed, like, there was, like, a warden or something. As long as we don't run into the warden, we should be okay.
Okay.
I hope.
I saw it. People were running everywhere, and there was these. I don't want to use the Z word, but
you can say it. It's okay. It's just a safe space.
I don't think we can. I don't think that's legal.
This is a safe space.
Is like this going to end up on Instagram?
No, I'm not screaming anything. You can tell me stuff.
No. Okay. I think there's some. They look dead.
Yeah, that's what they look like to me too. I saw some downstairs.
Thank God. I thought I was losing my mind. I thought I was losing my mind. Okay.
No, I thought I was too, honestly. Like, I'm Desdemona LeBeau, but like, I thought I was going crazy too. Like, this shit. Like, this is so fucked.
Okay.
Okay. Calm down. We're gonna get through this. We're gonna be okay.
Okay, let's go. Tell me where to go. Let's go.
Okay. I know the other people that I was with were going to the east. So we should go east. Is like safety numbers, like that like tribal hunter stuff, like the mammoth. Safety numbers.
Okay, we're going east then, yeah?
East, yeah.
Okay, let's go. So she runs over to the door to the east where the smoke's coming out, and she throws open the door and she walks in. And the minute that you kind of look in there, you see this. It's what would be called a hydrotherapy. So there's all these bathtubs, and they look like they're filled with this disgusting water. And as she turns back and looks at you, it's like this massive just flesh just grabs a hold of her by the neck. And she's like, ah! And it's like mass of zombie corpses all mushed together in this gigantic, massive 8 to 10 foot tall corpse shambling thing. Grabs her, lifts her off the ground, and just puts her head into this mouth and bites her head off. I think that breaks a fear check, don't you?
Yeah. Oh
God, not only should she just get a fear check for that in and of itself, but that also triggers her phobia of being alone and unloved.
It does.
Is that 2 fear checks? How do you want to rule that?
Just 1 fear check, CR 3, because of the combined fear and how terrible that was. So CR 3. But it might not be too hard for you. Strange roll. Yep.
Sorry. Yeah.
Strange roll.
Strange roll. Does it benefit from my talent being weird? I gain a bonus to strange rolls, strange skill check.
No, because fear check is a specific kind of check.
That helps me out. Okay. Well, it doesn't help me out, but oh Jesus. So I got 2 strange. But I needed 3.
Oh my God!
You should have a talent die in strange also.
That's what I was asking about.
Yeah. So when you hit the auto roller, did you select any options or anything?
So I should have a talent roll, except that I chose. It wasn't a skill check, so I didn't take it.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood you then. It's just a normal check. Just hit the auto roller and then hit strange, and then nothing else added to it. I'll still count those 2 successes though, and we'll just count the talent die here.
That I believe that was a 1, or did I?
That is a skill die. You want a talent die for more bonus on that.
Thank you.
You're fine. We're still learning here. All right, so that does not help you out because it's not a strange check, so you need 1 more strange face on there, so your fear status has gone up by 1.
And I would like to note that you've seen this putrid just mess of limbs and flesh eating this woman that looked like to you for leadership has actually, and you almost feel like this, like that smoke, like there's a chemical tinge to it. It's like it has this like slight chemical tinge to it, not from this massive creature, but just the smoke itself. You actually go to terrified status.
Hey, boss. If you say so. So, stat-wise, what is that going to do to me?
So terrified will actually remove 2 skill die from your rolls until you have to get away from what's causing you the fear, or or use an interact action basically to try and roll that fear check again. All right, so Wolf, would you like to continue with Desdemona or cut back to the other party?
Let's see what Desdemona does in response to this corpse titan that.
Yeah, go for it.
And then we'll put back.
So Desdemona, true to form, is going to proudly declare, "Haley, hang on in there. I'm gonna save you." As she shuts and hopefully locks the door to the east and runs west.
You're muted.
So I know, that's why, right? She obviously the lifeless corpse being munched on by this titan it totally hears you, and it's probably the ghost is looking at you as you run back down the hallway, and the smoke is just starting to really pick up in that day room as this fire begins to spread to some of these moldering furniture, and that's whenever everyone here's what sounds like this grinding noise. And I got you, Seth. Here's this grinding noise. And you feel like there's an earthquake in the building. It's very short-lived. It's California, right? And so you feel this short-lived quake and this loud grinding noise. And then, so I'm going to take Desdemona and we're going to leave you in the day room, and we're going to turn back to the other party and Severian, if that's okay.
When the ground don't shake, then you don't know what is in the wake. You know what I mean?
Back at the other party here, you continue to hear those bodies back there slamming against the wall up until the point where that earthquake or whatever it is begins to happen there. The room itself feels like it might be moving or something. There's just grinding noises all over the place. The room is vibrating. And then you realize that those zombies that were throwing themselves against that door aren't there anymore. And it looks like there's a different door that was behind that rubble. Samuel, you've successfully knocked down those corpses that are laying there. So what's everyone doing in this larger party?
Okay, so Scarlet, you are the smart one of this area, and it looks like some things have happened that I haven't been paying attention. 100% too? Like, it looks like Samuel's winning, maybe not winning, or
Samuel
what?
won the fight, and the debris to the right is we have a new room has rotated into place.
That is
Right?
it's what it appears like. It's very strange, but it seems like a completely different room is behind that door.
And
The
we can
I just
look
don't
through a
know.
window or some shit.
I just don't know if I'm tripping hard enough that I'm seeing things, because it seemed like things were really shit over there and they were shit over here and now they're good. So I don't know if it's just what I've been in. I'm going through a negative
Is
high, or-
Rodney's barricade still in the way though to the east?
It is, but he would be able to dismantle it if he'd like to. He knows the way. He knows the way.
I mean, I'm gonna look around and I'm gonna be like, Des went to the south, and there's stairs. If we can get to a roof, maybe we can get out of here. And I'm gonna be looking around, and I mean, like, do we see anything of the door to the east through a window or some shit?
Yeah, I mean, you can see the door itself through this barricade and rubble that's shifted there now. This new door.
So I just know that there's a new door.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I look at everyone else, and I'm like, what do we do? I think we have to go to the south. I think we have to try and catch Des.
There's a new door. That's the way we gotta go.
You're just gonna trust the door that just wasn't there and now is there?
It's been there the whole time. We just didn't notice it.
What about the creatures trying to bash their way in that you saw through that door?
No, you do not understand. They
Alex,
changed their mind.
Alex,
They changed their
need you.
minds on a dime.
Alex, I need you to calm the fuck down. And I'm gonna, again, because we're in a new quarter, try and roll hard and hopefully not get.
Oh, I'm actually completely stable right now.
Oh, okay. You're just okay. You're a very stable individual. Okay, so I'm gonna be
So,
like, I mean, fuck. I look at Cheryl and I'm like, Cheryl, you seem like the sort of person who's gonna break into and out of places. You know, you have to spray paint them, right? Where would you go?
I mean, I would never break illegally into places and spray paint them, but I do it completely legally. Not that I care. Fuck the cops. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. What way would you go right now?
I would go up. I mean, they don't look like they can follow us all the way up.
All right. I mean, I'm gonna try and run to the zombies are on the ground, right?
Yeah, they are on the ground. I was about to come back to Samuel real quick. Samuel, what are you doing? Are you just standing there claiming victory now that the zombies are laying on the floor shambling around? Or what are you doing? They are going to get up soon if you don't do something or get away.
Would I get any kind of advantage to getting rid of my afraid status after knocking 3 zombies down?
Yeah, actually, because of those good rolls and stuff, now that you mentioned that, I'll let you go ahead and reduce your fear status. Those are some really good attack rolls. You showed them who's boss here in this hallway. But what do you do after that?
So I would look around real quick for any kind of, I guess, weapon or anything I could use to do more damage or disable one of them, tie him down, or chop a head off.
Yeah, you quickly look around, check a couple of these rooms, and you see there's a sledgehammer that's actually sitting in one of these rooms.
What?
He's like the chosen one or something.
It's not suspect at all.
You should be able to actually click that in the chat and see the stats for it.
Oh,
Such a random fucking.
you look inside the
It
drawer and you find a Tommy gun with a bottomless clip. It's just there.
All right, we're going Gallagher.
We're all in the
on
mystery
this shit.
chest. Zombies.
I will
Yeah,
claim that sledgehammer then.
Okay.
Find the ray gun.
So the rest of the party would open the door to the south. It sounds like Scarlet. That's what you were gonna do. And
Honestly, my only reason I wouldn't is, can I try and open the door to the east a crack without fucking with Rodney's barricade?
Yeah, you can try it. You reach through. You're able to reach through, grab the handle, and it actually swings out into that room now.
What's on the other side? I peek the door.
From what you can see, it's very dim in there. It looks like showers, bathroom maybe, something of that sort.
And
tile floor.
I'm like, this is some sort of a bathroom. I doubt there's another exit. And then I'm gonna try and head south.
Okay. As you're walking south, that's when you would see Samuel walking back out of one of these rooms, hefting a sledgehammer, and these zombies laying on the floor.
Oh my God, Samuel, you did it!
Bub, go ahead. pick
Well,
up
it's
the
not
knife
done
and
yet.
follow.
I'd keep my distance if I were you.
Okay. And I'm gonna keep my distance, and I'm gonna be like, we're gonna try and find Des. She went somewhere to the south, and I'm gonna try and reach the stairs. I'm letting other people go first though. Like, Darla is not taking.
Okay. Who's taking point? Samuel, you seem like you're you know how to handle that hammer.
I am hefting it and smashing a zombie head.
Okay, go ahead and roll your grit
Samuel.
check for that.
While you're doing that, he's like, I already know this. I already know this place. I'll take point. I know where to go. I know how to sprint.
I don't really think it's the best if you take point. That's like having your asshole out in like a bad time frame, you know?
Whoa. No one's ever seen my ass. Not even myself.
Are you sure? Because I've been
Real
seeing
quick.
it all night. I've been seeing it all night. I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
What's that, Samuel?
I don't add my talent, right? It'll automatically do that when I roll grit.
Yeah, the extra stuff
Roll
at the
to
bottom is
detect
just
that.
for certain cases where you get +1 or something.
I'd like to note that a minor disadvantage has been added to the next roll.
Oh, okay. Click that minor disadvantage then. If you,
I think you already rolled.
Next one.
You already
You
rolled.
said it after I rolled it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Sorry.
So these shamblers, CR1. So you deal that 6 damage. Are you going to go ahead and hit the one that you were already attacking, or a different one?
So I had last knocked one into the other to knock them both down, so I would smash the face of the first one I had knocked down.
All right. So you smash off part of his face, but he's still writhing around there on the ground, and they're slowly starting to stand back up now. And we're going to see if they are able to land a hit on you here.
Pretty good at murdering, like, already murdered people. I mean, if you think about it, you had a heads up in the beginning, if you think about it.
2 of them are able to land a hit on you as they swing their rigor mortis fists at you and try and gnash their teeth in your direction. So that's 4 more damage, but you can roll your armor twice on that.
I am
That's a
so
grit.
sorry.
So 2 skill die.
What was the attack on that, Mr. Other GM?
Attack on what?
Which attack was that? Was that Munch or was that?
Crunch.
Oh, the third one was Munch. The first 2 were just the normal
Okay,
slam
gotcha.
attack, whatever it's called.
Munch and bash.
Make sure are you rolling that armor, Samuel?
Yeah, can I roll that luck from my last roll, or do I have to use
Not
my
with
banked
armor.
one?
Armor
no
is,
luck on armor?
is just it's just that single die.
Wait, it's a manual then?
Yeah, so yeah, it's just a single skill die for each piece of armor you wear. So it's just 1, but you're rolling twice for the 2 attacks. Okay, nothing there. And nothing there either. So Samuel's continuing to hammer away at these zombies. What's everyone else doing? Heading south towards the stairwell?
I'm trying to convince the party to let me run ahead. And last thing I'm gonna say is, you guys gotta let me go ahead. Unlike you, I don't have a fucking reflection. Don't let me go.
And I'm like,
Wait.
fine, go, Alex, run up ahead, now.
Like, go.
I'm
As you're
gonna
arguing,
let Alex go ahead.
The hall begins to
Is
fill with
it
smoke
bad to
again.
take advantage of a Republican? Like,
I'm like, we're letting him
I
take
think
point.
the question
Cheryl.
is which one has the more brains, right? Between them and the zombies? Yes.
That was a fucking point.
All right, Alex, you head to that stairwell. it seems like it's jammed, but you feel like you might be able to force it open. Give me a grit check if you want to do that.
I actually have. I can use luck pool to essentially evade traps or environmental hazards. But this could be
No.
considered anything of that nature.
No, not really.
Typical. You said grit.
Yes.
Great.
You know
Hey.
what they
You're
say, if
flailing
you're
against the
working
door
for it,
there.
you don't get it out for free, you know? You know what
So
they say,
everyone would see Alex failing to get that door open. It looks like it's starting to open a little bit, but something's holding it shut. It looks like he needs help. Samuel.
What the hell? What the hell's holding this door?
I'm also upping the doom clock.
Oh yeah, for
Bubba,
that
Bubba,
one
those
stream.
bodies are getting up. We got to get that door open. Like, open. You know what I mean?
I believe in you,
Yeah.
Bubba. Yeah, that would be great. Or if anyone can keep the door open.
Know what you mean? I know what you mean. And I'm kick the door for the barricade.
All right,
Seth,
give
can
me
I make
grit
a point out real quick?
Yeah.
We had a spend in the channel that there's smoke starting to billow into that room again.
check. Yeah, I did mention that briefly. It is starting to build up more though. The nursing station is now becoming barely visible as the north end of the hall is almost completely filled with smoke. Let's see what Bubba's grit check turns out to be here. Rodney, what are you doing? Anything you've got going on, or are you just kind of watching all the commotion?
Yeah, I'm kind of just taking it in.
All right. Didn't take much there, Bubba. You were able to knock that door down just with that one success there. And on the other side, it looks like just an empty stairwell going up.
All right, there it is. What are we doing?
Let's go. Alex, come on. Your point, man.
I sprint ahead real fucking fast.
All right. I'm like, yeah, we're following. We got, ain't nothing down here for us, Bubba. We got to go.
All right. Does everyone follow? Samuel, Rodney,
Yes, we're
Sharon.
running.
Samuel, you're
I'm
staying to attack zombies.
Yeah,
or you following?
I'm still attacking zombies.
Okay, go ahead and roll another grit check, and we'll see where everyone else goes in just a moment.
And I've got to ask real quick,
Yeah.
what is the death con rating on these?
They are amber.
So that is not red.
No, these guys are easier.
So I'm going to use my luck and attack one of the ones attacking me.
Okay, go ahead and roll your grit check.
And that's a +1 skill, right?
Yeah, if you're spending your luck. Yep, one more skill die on it. Wow, that would have been really bad, but you succeeded. So you are you hitting the same one you were hitting before?
No, one of the ones that's standing, and this has knockback,
Yeah.
the sledgehammer.
All right, so you're able to knock one of them back. I'll knock off that first attack, but one of them is able to grab onto you and it bites right into your shoulder there. You take 2 more damage, but you can roll your armor on that.
Mati gives me the power of heart.
And the heart does not help you with armor, unfortunately. You're hurting pretty bad now with that wound and then the hits from the last round. You are now in the limping state because of nightmare mode. So that reduces your speed to slow. So you are at the same speed as these zombies now. As actually the limping was caused from the bite in your leg.
And he also needs to do a strange check, sir.
Yes, exactly. I was about to say that. Give me a strange
I
check.
didn't hear no bell.
CR1 strange check. All right, you failed that. We'll see what happens there. That's going to be interesting. So back to everyone else. While Samuel's attacking those zombies there, the rest of that party runs up the stairwell, and you reach that day room that I had described before to Desdemona. Unfortunately, it is now very much on fire. And you probably hear some screaming coming from the exit to the east, but you do see there's another exit to the west as you've come in from the northern stairwell.
the on screaming door is the one I'm fucking moving towards, but I would try and like get Lance through the open one.
So through the open one to the east, past the fire, you would see Desdemona probably turning around and about to run back towards you.
Des, come on!
Hi, Desi. How's it? Look like you've been through some shit.
This way. And yeah, I'm gonna make for the fucking western door.
The only way I'm making through it right now is
Wait,
because
Alex got here before us, didn't he?
you know, you're talking, but I don't hear anything. Like maybe.
Oh shit! Yeah, Pat, you're muted.
Okay, yeah.
I
would
like the
explain a
immersed,
lot.
non-immersion breaking way of saying that, by the way. That was good.
Oh my god! I saw Haley running before she got eaten.
I don't know who Haley is. That sounds like an awful time. I'm not gonna lie. Are you having
go to the east? There's some fucked up big shit down there.
Oh, you think that's bad? That sounds like a bad time. You know, I'm really just I don't even know what
I'm giving you so much fucking ketamine if we go just
Alex,
now.
Oh,
Alex.
God, you know, don't
to
have
the
to tell
west.
me twice, but if we live through this, it might not be as
Yeah, no, if we live through this, I'm giving you so much ketamine, we're all just gonna have like a massive orgy back at my place, but let's go!
well, you know,
And just like that, all of a sudden, you were all able to just immediately exit, as if God has picked you up and moved you outside. No. Actually, as you're screaming that, you hear a pounding against the door to the west, and it's not like this. It's
that doesn't sound very good. You know,
I have a question.
you said don't go that way, right? That was the way.
So by the time we're up here, right? I think Alex would have arrived and like gone somewhere. Am I wrong?
That's a good question. Alex, did you stop at the top in the stateroom and wait for them at all, or are you continuing to sprint ahead and just get out of there?
Right when I get to the day room, do I see anything completely
it's on fire,
yeah, I see all this flame. So
and
obviously
you have an exit to the west and an exit to the east.
okay, so I'm gonna stop at the top. Yeah, I am gonna wait for them.
Okay.
I might be, I might be crazy, but I'm not crazy.
They wouldn't be far
So-
behind you anyway. So yes, everyone
All right,
except for
so
Samuel
he's
is
still-
here. So let's cut back to Samuel real quick, just so we don't abandon him completely back there. Samuel, are you continuing to kill the zombies?
Well, now that we're the same speed, I don't think I should try running. So, yeah, I'll keep swinging.
Good point. Go ahead and roll your grit check.
Dude, your KDA. Oh god, never mind.
Everybody pour one out for Samuel.
Three more minutes added to the doom clock. Do you want to add that, Wolf?
You said
Yes,
pour
sir.
one out?
I'm on it.
How does that? Does that mean drink one? Okay, that makes more sense to me. That's fucking
And,
alcohol abuse. Throwing
with
it
that
out.
reaction, when you were letting go with that swing, you miss, and that zombie is able to swing at you again, as you're caught off guard a little bit off balance, and you take one more point of damage, and then they all three pile on you and try and bite you more.
Oh.
And one of them lands a critical success there. I don't think that actually counts for enemy though, so I'm not going to do that.
Did he just get
But,
Martin Baker?
He's almost there. He's hurting pretty bad, so that's 2 more damage, but you can roll your armor on this. So that
Maybe
one
it'll
skill
work
die.
once.
No,
Yeah.
see, Sean, that's different because Samuel was choosing to fight. Martin Baker just kind of got like destroyed because the DM decided.
Yeah, what a dick.
Oh, I forgot to use my skill again.
Sounds like a conspiracy theory.
Wait, what the fuck you said?
Nothing from the armor. So that puts you at the trauma stage now. So in trauma, under nightmare mode, you can either remove 1 talent point or choose an ability you can no longer use.
I'll remove my luck talent.
Okay, I'll take care of that. All right, are you continuing to swing until either you're dead or they are? We can handle that right now if you want to.
Yeah, if I got another swing, I'll take another swing.
We'll just go back and forth here real quick and see who's the winner of this fight. So go ahead and roll. Looks like that grit check succeeded. Are you hitting one of the ones that were already damaged?
Yeah, the standing one that's damaged.
All right, you swing at it and its head completely caves in and it falls off to the side. So now you're only facing 2 zombies, and we'll see if they end up succeeding in biting you. They're pretty bad at getting their hands on you. You want to take another swing?
I take another swing.
All right. All right, that's another zombie down. We'll see if this last one's able to bite you. Nope.
He's the one on the ground.
You want to take another swing?
Yep.
That talent counts as grit, and that's the last zombie down. What does Samuel do now that they're all knocked down, seemingly dead for real?
He takes a fucking breather, and is there any like healing action I'm able to take?
If you don't have an ability for it, no, not really. You'd have to find something that can heal you, like a med kit or something like that.
All you need is some electrical tape and a little bit of pressure. You'll be good.
Little grit, spit, and duct tape.
Electrolytes. What plants crave.
So this hallway is like completely, almost entirely filled with smoke now, except for what you were swirling around with the sledgehammer there, kind of clearing the area immediately standing there. But where do you?
They all went back to the stairwell, right?
Yeah, to your south.
Oh, so I would, I would start making my way that way.
Okay. You're able to head that way, and you would hear screams and people yelling and stuff up at the north of the stairwell. You want to continue up?
I know they're all still ahead of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I'd keep going.
Okay. So.
And I would, if it means anything, I would keep an eye out for anything that might help patch me up.
All right. Everyone would see Samuel limping in from the stairwell, probably the sledgehammer, over his shoulder. He looks pretty beat up and bloody, but as you guys are panicking and they're trying to figure out what to do, so you're all together now.
Quick, somebody.
When they look at me, I'd spit out some blood and then just look back.
Yeah,
Quick.
as he gets closer to the door, I'm gonna kind of help him in and be like, "We got to get you patched up," and I'm gonna use my medic skill to heal him with whatever way that I've found to heal ways that OSHA does not approve.
Rod, you have to suck out the zombie venom.
Okay, was that an ability
Seth,
you were using?
Yeah, I was about to
Rodney?
say, Seth, you handle that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's once per doom quarter.
Right. I believe is that your first aid skill? Is that what it's called? Or medic?
It's called medic.
All right. Yeah, roll your smarts check. Looks like you just did that. You got 3. Every smart symbol in excess of CR1. So basically 1 per smart symbol, right? So 3 wounds healed on Samuel.
And so while you're starting to work on him, the pounding to the west becomes more and more insistent. You start to see that door begin to buckle towards you as this fire continues to spread in this room. And there's just one thing I want to note for Samuel. There's a weird smell in the air. You can't quite put your finger on it, but you smell something. Maybe it's cooking meat. I don't know if you've ever smelt real burning body. It smells a lot like pig. Maybe it's something like that, but it just makes you a little hungry. You just get that kind of weird smell, and it just kind of lingers with you. But that door to the west is beginning to buckle in as you see fists just slamming into this thing over and over again at a rapid pace. It sounds like Jehovah's Witnesses are coming and they got things to tell you, buddy.
Terrifying. My darling dulcet game wardens, or whatever we're supposed to call you, I would like to assert that Desdemona is standing behind the door. She was at the door earlier when she was trying to open it. I think now she is in a position to, like, hypothetically, if she were to open the door, she could open it and, like, be on the inside of the door, you know? Like, if the door were opened, she would be hidden by the door, is what I'm trying to imply, maybe, hypothetically.
Or possibly smashed by it as this thing comes flying through.
So wait, hold on one second. We need to make sure that I see this right. So, Des, you have the corpse titan that just ate Haley's head on your side of the east, right? And you ran the fuck away from it, and you are in that common area, correct?
Yeah, basically my character is a goddamn dirty coward.
Gotcha. You are trying to open the door without them noticing and it not coming straight for you.
Well, so she's standing primed to do exactly that, but she doesn't open it yet. What she does is kind of like get a little bit inverted and interpersonal with herself, and she like closes her eyes. She's standing at the door, primed to like open the door and be behind it. Totally, that's what her plan is, right?
Got it.
But what she does is go into a trance-like state, and I'm gonna see if she can't make an illusion.
Okay.
Of herself at the door, ready to run away after it is open. Towards
illusionist. You create a small visual illusion. This could be used to distract, confuse, create.
Towards the
strange at long range. Each illusion tick, goes up by 1. You want to make a more complex describe, and a skill check. So, describe to me what you're wanting to do. You want to tell me what you want to make the illusion be.
I want to make the illusion of basically in my character's head, she does not genuinely believe that she can do this, but she feels as though she is astrally capable of projecting a form of herself at the door where she would be if she were opening it unawares to what was behind it. Which, of course, she has absolutely no idea what is behind it.
Gotcha.
And she is trying to create the form of herself opening the door, and then immediately upon seeing what is behind it, which, of course, she has no idea what it is, run away and down the stairs.
Got it. Okay, so that would be a strange check at a CR of 2.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and give it my best. That's a 1 success, and what is that on the strange? Or talent?
That's 3 successes.
Oh. Ooh.
So talents count as whatever you're trying to do.
Fuck.
So it's only if they roll actually 3, correct, Severian? This isn't a critical. Gotcha. Okay. Right, so.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So you think about doing this, and all of a sudden you see in your mind's eye yourself opening up the door, and immediately upon opening the door, this thing comes running in and it falls to the ground. It pushes itself up. Just freaked my dog out again. It pushes itself up and it's shaking, right? It's very 28 days later, bloodshot eyes, looks very fresh, and it's kind of shaking. It looks over towards the group who's, taking care of themselves, the fire going on, and then it looks towards the stairs. It hisses and it runs towards the stairs, and all you hear is this dum 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 dum.
Not chasing us.
It went towards the stairs and it went down the stairs. You didn't see what happened to it and what could possibly happen after.
And do we see where the real Des is, or
yes.
no?
Yes, you do. She's standing next to that door to your west.
I got no idea what the fuck just happened, but I'm gonna say something's coming through the west. You guys, wait, maybe we can't run forever. But as I'm saying that, I'm backing towards the eastern door.
Yeah, I agree, but at the same time, I get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean?
I'm just confirming. You all are in the day room with Des, right? You all went up the stairwell into the day room where Des is, and she opened up that door, and you're going to head to the east. Yes.
Yes.
We just saw something run out through the door that was chasing her. So
Correct. Yes. Okay. So, one person I haven't heard from in a hot minute would be Rodney. What's Rodney doing right now?
Man. Honestly, just trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. And just really weapon at the ready. I'm just following the group at this point. I don't believe in any of the supernatural shit. My world is changing real fast with this.
And so,
What a mood.
So all of you except for Des are heading to the east then? Is that what I understood?
Yes.
I'm fucking. I mean, yeah, I would yell at Des like, "What's over there? What did you see?" But like, if I'm not getting any immediate answers, I'm not slowing down.
Right. I mean, I told you what I saw. Zombie hulking fleshy mass.
Is that what just ran past?
Fuck no! That was to the east!
Wait, hold on. But the eastern door is what just opened, right?
No, the western door is what just opened.
Oh shit! The door that was getting beat on. I'm sorry. I
Yes.
thought the western door was still getting beat on. And we had a threat. Fuck that. Yeah, no. The western door is open. I'm gonna go to the western door.
Okay. So
I'm following behind.
all right, so you open up that door fully now that Des is leaning on, and you see another hallway full of the cells that just looks like where patients were stored, and there's another exit directly to the west.
Let's close and lock this door.
Yep. I'll go ahead and barricade that as well.
Good
I
call.
thought we were going this way. Why did you leave me?
Sev, was the locking up that door with his ability, was that a check? I can't remember the character sheet.
Why are you crying,
For Rodney,
Desi?
yeah. Just to roll a
That
smart check, I believe.
be.
So did they go east or west of the day room? Sorry.
They went west.
West, okay.
People who have weapons and are ready to fight should go to the next door. Red has to brick up this entrance behind us.
Actually, being able to see some of those zombies, seeing a more potent one, would I be able to give Sounds Familiar another shot, see if I can get any more info on how to deal with them, perhaps?
Is there any limitation to that, or does it just say based on? Let me pull that.
Roll
up.
your
It's
luck
not in
pool
your sheet.
depending
Let
on
me
the
have it.
result. Yeah, roll your luck pool depending on the result. The director will provide a story related to your current predicament that you recall from your talks with other like-minded individuals. That's all it says. And then it gives a small thing, like it says, I think I heard Steve down the pub say something like that, and then that's like the example.
Okay. So what information or what subject are you trying to gain information about, I guess?
On the shamblers, on the zombies, how to deal with them or how to help survive against them, something of that nature.
Roll your check on that.
Yep. Yeah, that's just gonna be luck. Cool, got 2 luck.
Nice. Okay. And I did add that in your abilities on your sheet.
It's all the way. It's on my sheet right now. It's just an
that's
additional
right, it was
notes.
at the bottom. Sorry, I forgot about that.
And I'm also
so
going to bank both of those luck points.
Okay, yeah, you're the only one that can do that. That works. So what you recall, talking to Dave down at the zombie convention, he was saying that, of course, you don't want to be bitten by zombies. Everyone knows that. But what you don't know is that the infection can start a lot sooner than you thought. And you know who was just in a tussle with some zombies?
So my eyes, after we sit there for a second, I say, holy shit, guys, I just remembered some crazy shit. Dave over at the damn zombie convention, he told me if you get bit, scratched, if you get infected by him, you could become one.
Yeah, I've seen like literally any zombie movie before. Is that what we're actually like dealing with though?
Look at Samuel. He's been bitten already, scratched. He could turn at any moment.
I mean, Is this like Hep C or
Samuel,
like?
Do you
what
feel
do
like
we
you want to
know
eat
about
some
it?
of us?
Is there any kind of
What's good, homie?
check I can do of myself? I stop and think to myself, do I feel different other than physically wounded?
I'd say what do you think, Sev? Grit check or the
I wouldn't say he needs to do a check at all. It's just maybe the fact that
that he smelled what could possibly be burning flesh and got a little hungry from it?
yeah.
Yeah, I would kind of agree with that. In fact, it's not even so much flesh, Samuel. It's the idea of brain. Where before the idea of cow brains might have revolted you, now all of a sudden you think that perhaps it'd be very delicious with a nice Chianti and some baba beans.
Am I still in control of my faculties though, or
As of this moment.
so I just kind of I lean on the sledgehammer and I say, I'm hungry, but about it.
No,
I mean-
no.
I could
Every-
eat too.
Everyone do a wits check,
Gotta pay me.
because I hate you.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I could really use some fried chicken and a fucking waffle right now. My favorite go-to, like after a good.
Oh, yeah, Scarlett. Thank you.
It's just a wit check, right?
Yes, ma'am.
I aim my nose at Alex and take a deep breath, like,
Don't you smell me, demon? Don't you smell me?
So the folks who passed, which holy shit, Cheryl.
That's a lot.
Right? I was right, right?
Make sure Cheryl banks one of those bucks. Cheryl, you hear, in particular you hear that zombie that was running down the stairs, tripped and fell, is starting to work its way back up.
Oh no, thank you. Something. Yeah, something is coming, and I don't really like it.
Well, we gotta get out of here, but we gotta deal with Samuel first.
Yeah, do we have to though?
No, we don't. We have to keep
I
moving.
think Samuel
Out.
can deal with himself once something actually happens. But we're not just gonna get rid of a key fucking player here, man.
Key player? There's no key players. We're in the,
Yeah,
we're in
what
the thick
what
of
the
it.
fuck have you done? What have you
I've
done
kept-
this whole fucking time besides
I've
spout
kept
some
us
fucking
alive.
nonsense?
Listen,
I've
we
kept
can't
you
turn against
alive.
each other right now. We have to keep moving. Someone open the western door. And I'm like looking around and I'm looking at Samuel. And I'm next to like Red because I'm assuming Red was backing the barricade on the eastern door.
God damn it, I'll do it.
Yeah, did you do that barricade check for us?
I'm gonna go to the western door.
Yeah, it was little back to scroll up. One talent die, so just past it, 8 HP.
Okay, so that's the door to the east. I believe you barricaded, and everyone's heading the other direction.
Correct.
All right. What do they find
Ronnie,
in
we-
there? And I
Mute,
believe you
buddy.
are muted.
Yeah, I realized. Who's going in first through that hallway? I got some things that I need to resolve.
Can I stealth through that hallway?
Oh,
Which
I'm
which
going
hallway?
first.
So you're heading to the west, and as I said, it's another one of those hallways full of cells, right? So who's heading in there first?
I want
Oh, sorry. Don't.
I'll let Cheryl go first.
I want to stealth into it.
Okay, and then my real question
Uh-huh.
is, who went second?
Oh no. No.
I've been extremely pushy, so I probably went second.
Go ahead and number 2, go ahead and make a wits check if you would, please.
If this has anything to do with a trap or an
It
event,
does, in fact, have to do with a trap.
then I can use my luck pull instead.
Fantastic. Please make me a luck check, my friend.
So while we wait on that result, I just want to mention that, Rodney, while you were barricading the door, you happen to notice that there is a map of the asylum laying by some of this rubble that you were using to barricade.
I'm also going to use two of my. I'm going to actually use 2 of my luck bank to increase it by 2.
How many times is Rodney going to find a fucking map of the asylum?
God, we should have a betting poll.
Say that again, Alex.
I was going to use some of my luck, but it didn't let it go through, so it's whatever. I guess I just rolled.
Okay, that's your luck check.
Yeah,
there.
you're fine. So as Alex, you watch Cheryl stealth her way slowly into this room or this hallway, right? It's like all the other rooms. It's scattered here everywhere. You actually see a couple bodies laying on the ground that look like they've been hauled upon. And as you step, you feel your front foot sink in. Right?
Okay. Can I push back or?
Yes, absolutely. So you feel your front foot sink in. What do you do?
I'm really gonna be like, oh hell! I like back up a bit.
And as you do so, a piece of metal from seemingly nowhere comes flying across the room and embeds itself in the wall where you.
What the fuck? Be careful! This place, they trapped everything. I tell that to the whole party.
Nobody cares apparently.
Oh my god.
I
More
have
metal, the table's
traps.
flying. Oh god, we need to be really careful where we step.
I have like a magazine subscription to traps.
Now wait, the adult version or family version?
It's the one on Scooby Doo.
It's a trap.
Yeah, okay, Fred.
I'm keeping
Everyone likes a little bit of surprises, you know.
So Rodney has an actual non-dust map now, right?
So yeah,
I think
Rodney.
Traps magazine is
Yeah.
about the little surprise.
So
Very much.
I am going to try to look at this map and see if I can kind of decipher where we are and where we should probably be heading.
Okay. So Rodney, you were looking at this map, and there was another map you were looking at before, right? So you got some knowledge of what's going on here. So you're looking at this map, trying to determine exactly where you are now compared to what you saw before, and you realize that the rooms on this map are completely different from what you were looking at on the other map and any of the blueprints you've seen so far. It doesn't make any sense.
Fucking engineers, man.
What do you see? Where are we?
Too real, too real.
We're west of a day room.
Go ahead and roll a CR2 smarts check, though, Rodney.
And I will take those 2 luck to turn that into a success.
Exactly. Nice. So you're able to piece together any information you have and what you've actually seen here, and you think that, barring any rooms moving around too much, since you've seen evidence of this place shifting in some way, you think that you could find an exit somewhere south and also east. And what I mean by that is you think going south would take you back eventually to the party's entrance, but you are seeing some evidence of service tunnels and things to the east where you might be able to get out. But it's just so jumbled, all you can get is a general direction.
I have a real quick question for our players. Has everyone moved into the hallway?
I haven't moved. I have not walked really close to Samuel, so I'm trying to stay near Red, not near Sam. So I'm waiting for him to go first.
I will say I haven't moved there yet.
Not second, but probably I was the 3rd person at the hall.
I'm second.
As
I
far
was
as I
gonna
know,
say I'm leaning on the sledge, following up the rear.
so that sprinter zombie comes to the top of the stairs and sees people still in this day room.
Wait. Oh, wait. No, sorry. I thought. Wait. No, we're on the barricade. We are in the hallway with the barricade, but we're not in the room past that.
My understanding is that there's a barricade to the east. Did you barricade that door after you came into the hallway and through the day room?
Oh wait, shit! Was that the door that you were barricading?
I believe so. Yes, right.
That I'm not too. I just barricaded a door.
My understanding was that you barricaded the door that led to that corpse type.
I thought we stepped once to the west into the hallway, and then we had the conversation about the zombification of Samuel, and we barricaded the door that was then to our east, which would connect us to the day room with the stairway, and the other half of the party is now one room further in the room with the metal trap that just got sprung on Alex, while Rodney, Samuel, and I yet remain in the hallway with several side doors.
Understood.
Yeah.
Then that barricade, you're starting to hear the hammering of fists against that barricade.
Now that I've read the map, I'm going to start moving into the hallway with everyone else and just saying, but we need to go south. We possibly east. None of these maps are making sense, but that I don't think we want to go east.
I move to the next room as well, and I give Samuel a wide berth. I look around, what doors are there in this furthest west room we're in?
So you entered a room that had a hallway full of cells. Are you heading to the room that is immediately to the west? Again,
yes.
Okay. So once again, you come across another day room, and the day room is very similar, if not eerily matching with the previous room, except for that it's not on fire like the other one was. And in this room, there are exits to the south and to the west.
But no stairwell into this one.
No stairwell. There's only an exit to the south and one to the west.
And I would tell, I'm like, we could read the map more once we're through that door. And I point to the western door, and I'm like, we have to keep moving. We have to keep putting rooms between us and them. And I'm trying to look at the west and south and see if there's any signs around them. I'm moving.
What does the map say? My character stammers.
Either we should probably head south or east, but I don't think we want to head east.
Yeah, fuck east.
So
let's head south.
we should probably go south.
Charlotte, do we really gotta go west? Because I'm thinking south if the map says south.
And I point to the eastern door, and I'm like, there's a zombie bashing that door down right now. We have to do something. And
I'm going south. Fuck you guys. I'm going south. And
I'd follow them.
I agree. These weeble wobbling libs won't get me. They won't change my feet.
Honey, we have got to talk about your politics later, because God, they're horrible.
We're running.
Stand by 1 second. The co-GM on I need to confer really quick. Go ahead, Severian.
Not that
As
I'm
you
a liberal.
will.
I love crime.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw my answer, but yes, I'm okay with that.
Okay, go ahead and bring that on the south then.
Ooh, you're gonna let me do it? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So you guys are heading west from this current day room, is that correct?
They're heading south.
Oh, they're heading south. I see. Okay.
Yeah, what you
I'm
just
heading-
moved, that
Gotcha.
thing that you just moved, you see what I'm talking about?
Yep. Okay, so heading south, there is yet another hallway here. This one seems a bit shorter, even more patient rooms here. But on the other end, other than the doors you see lining the hallway, there's another door to the south.
Honestly, haters gonna hate, but I run all the way to that door and I'm popping it open.
Those rooms, wait, Desdemona, those rooms have always been trapped.
South as south can go, my friend.
Okay, so
I'm following behind Des, but I'm trying to do it stealthily, like a little bit, because I want Des to lead the way. But I'm at the point where, like, I'm at the bad time of the high, where I'm like, my head's starting to hurt.
Coming down.
okay,
Yeah,
go
my
ahead
head.
Get there, honey.
and roll a
And
wit,
I'm like,
roll a wits check so you can go into stealth. So is everyone proceeding south through this hallway? All right.
Yep.
Following the group.
All right. Samuel, give me a wit check.
Okay.
All right, Cheryl, as far as you can tell, you're being very stealthy, hiding behind things as you advance.
Sorry, 1 second. For Samuel, do you have that major advantage? Would you like to use that for this check?
Yes.
I suppose yes.
Okay, I want to make sure that we had a channel spend. I want to make sure that you get that major advantage. So.
Yes.
But a major advantage adds a talent die, so just roll a single talent die if you want to use that. Okay. So as
Satan
you're
aids me.
proceeding down this hallway, Satan aids you. You step
It's a
on
pentagram.
You step on a tile, and it gives way under you, kind of like how the tile where Alex did, and there's a heavy click from it as a blade shoots straight up out of the floor between these tiles and just narrowly misses you, and you're able to kind of just step out of the way of it, and it might catch your clothes just slightly, but you don't take any damage from that. So you reach the southern door there. Who is in the lead? Who's opening that door?
I think I have the lead, unless Alex overtook me.
All right.
No, I'm cool. It's the lead you got.
Yeah, all right. I'm popping that door open then. But I'm also I think I have learned that being the person first seen when a door is open is bad juju. So I'm popping it open and sliding behind it as it is open, as one does.
All right, so you wouldn't really catch too much of what's inside, but it looks like another nursing station. So you open that up for everyone else in the hallway as they proceed. You see this nursing station up ahead.
I take a second look.
So you see the station in the middle. It looks like there's a lot of like pills and things behind the counter. And there's further exits south, west, and east. Every direction has an exit in this nursing station.
Good gosh. Who wrote the diagram again?
I want to walk up and start like picking up the pill bottles and examining the labels.
Do any of them have ketamine?
Don't got time for that. Get going.
I mean, we always have time for that.
You don't find anything worth taking, mostly just vitamins left. It looks like it's been ransacked. And in addition to that, there's also a fairly nicely taken care of wheelchair in here.
I look at Samuel. How bad does Samuel look at this moment?
He's looking a lot better since Rodney helped him out a bit, but he's not doing great. He is still limping a bit.
If he's still limping, I would say.
Wolf, is there anything else that's happening to Samuel right now?
Nothing happening to Samuel, but there's definitely something in the Discord to remind you about.
I'd be like, Samuel, you should. If you get in this, we can push you.
I will translate for Samuel. No.
All right.
Back in a moment.
All right, he's AFK. Whoops.
So,
yeah.
What are you guys doing in this particular room? So you've looked at some pill bottles. Everything seems to be fairly generic. A couple of tranquilizers. Nothing too exciting that would help you medically. There's a wheelchair if Samuel really needs it. There's exits to the back to the north, east, west, and south.
I would pick up the tranks and be like, we might need these later, and then I'll test the western door.
So the minute that you put hands on that western door, you see two things just run up and start pounding on that door. They're slamming their fists against it as hard as they can, trying to buckle that door down.
And I'm like running to the east. And I'm like, oh, we have to go east, right, Rodney?
The south, the east, maybe. It's hard to fucking tell, man.
Well, there's zombies over there, so, and I'm just like,
This eastern location does not connect us to previous eastern locations, correct?
If so, let's go east, but this place is fucking weird.
I think we've established that this place is fucking weird. Thank you, Rodney.
You know, you what? Normal people call you Captain Obvious, right? In your day life, right?
Have you guys been part of this? Have you guys experienced this shit before? Because I haven't. I'm still fucking freaking out.
Everything is going crazy. We just got to get out of here. And
I've experienced some shit. Sometimes actually, you don't come back from.
Are you guys not afraid?
I also test the southern door. Fuck it. I mean,
the southern door is completely locked. It's almost, as you reach your hand for that door, you almost hear a slide slap into place.
I like hold my pen back and I'm like, oh my gosh, there's someone on the other side of this door. And I bang the door and I'm like, let us in. Let us in.
No response.
I look around. The eastern door is all that's left.
East end. Yeah, I'm gonna go open the door.
So you open that eastern door and you see a very large room and tables scattered out throughout the entire room. There's a smell of a very deep smell of like mold and decay in the room. Looks like this could possibly have been a cafeteria at one point. And I need to pause for just a second because I haven't heard from Bubba in a while.
Yeah, because Bubba's been following the party, looking out for anything that needs to be whacked. It smells putrid.
As of right now, the only thing that looks like it needs whacked could possibly be Samuel in the future and these two zombies that are slamming into the door to the west, right?
Right, Bubba knows, and Bubba's been attentive for that, for sure.
And so you head towards the east. You're in this cafeteria now. What are you doing?
Is there anything that pops out? Is there more exits, weaponry, or anything of that nature?
There is one exit, and it is to the east.
Then we go to the east. Everybody, the east, the only exit.
I would try and wait up a second and look for if there's anything like we need things to defend ourselves. I mean, there's stuff everywhere. We can't run forever. They're gonna catch us, and I'm gonna try and find something here.
I'll take a second look as well.
I'll use my luck and improvise a weapon.
What sort of roll is this?
No, I got it. So you apparently the last time that this facility was in use, they had a movie night. Would you like to watch the film?
Yeah, I would take the film and I would put it on. If there's a projector here, I would pop that shit in.
There's 100% a projector, and it seems to have power.
I don't know if that's a great. Okay, I go into stealth again. I'm gonna go hide.
We need to know what's going on here.
I'm not gonna tape my eyes with any dictator propaganda. Shield my eyes or I escape.
And so you turn on this projector, and all of a sudden it starts to project on this white screen, and you watch it for a moment, and it seems to be the recordings of patient care. And the first thing you see is a lobotomy beam, as one of those spikes is driven through an orbital, and the doctor turns back to the camera and smiles and nods his head. And you continue to watch this video, and the experiments get more and more obscene. Now they stop things that are in medical journals, and they start to begin to reach to the occult, where things are inscribed on patients and weird things are done to their body. Things are disconnected, and yet they still remain alive. And, they're mutilated. And it's a horrifying experience for those, who have never seen anything like this. And as this thing begins to culminate, you start to hear a pounding from that eastern door in this room.
Fuck.
I would. There's a pounding to the east, right?
So you have that door to the east, right? You have the door back to the west came from. That door to the east, you're now hearing pounding from.
We need to barricade it.
I will barricade it, but I would also like to try to find something in this room to improvise one more weapon.
Give me a
Yeah,
wits.
no, that's what I'm definitely looking around for.
Go ahead and both give me a wits check then.
I have
Well, Rodney can
skill
use
for
his
improvising weapon with smarts. I'll give 2 smarts checks for the barricade and the improvised. First one will be barricade. Second one will be the improvised weapon.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, honey.
I will take
Oh, honey.
on the barricade that extra luck and reduce the doom clock by 1 minute.
You're feeling the pressure of that doom clock, by the way. So yeah, you're able to barricade up that door to the east. You hear pounding fists again. It doesn't sound like that rapid pulse that was in that other room. Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot in here for weaponry. It's not like they would keep, sharp objects around patients whenever they're eating. You could possibly find a basically the same thing that you found in the other room. You could take one of these tables and manipulate it, pull off of a beam, and use it as an improvised weapon. You don't find anything.
Whatever we do, I think we should keep moving forward. Sounds like it's banging. Sounds like it's banging nearly as fast or as hard up ahead. We should fight our way through. Think it's probably smarter to do that.
If we have to fight, then we have to fight.
Yep.
Here, we're break through.
I look around.
Yeah, east, right? That's what the manuscript said. So
Desdemona, you came from the east earlier. What were you running from? Can we go back there and get through there?
no, that was a wall of.
Oh God. Yeah, I mean,
I'd rather duke it out with whatever.
If I peek back through the western door, have they beaten down the far western door by now?
You can now see them. They're clawing on this door and they're just pounding. They look like they are the fast ones. So just as a reminder, we have these fast, red-eyed 28 days later zombies beating at the door to the west. We have the door to the south completely barred and locked. You're unable to get through. And then we have there's fists pounding to the east, but it's not nearly as bad. You also have the path back to the west that you didn't take from that earlier day.
I'm going to turn to Samuel, and I'm going to be like, Samuel, you have the sledgehammer. You got to hold them off before they get through the door.
And just
Is
as
there like a bit of
everything 100% goes dark in this room.
Ooh, before it goes dark, and or like maybe while it's going dark, is there a bit of wood I can grab onto?
Sure.
Giggity.
Okay, like table leg wood.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool.
Oh.
I've got a lighter. While it's pitch black, I'm gonna huddle into a corner and try to light the wood on fire.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a luck check. Let's see if this wood has been treated hard enough that it's not going to catch on fire, or unless you're going to use some. I don't think you have a psychic power that would.
Yeah, I don't actually have all that much going for me, frankly. I've mostly used my shit, actually. I can use it again, but I've definitely used it. Okay, so luck checks.
So you managed to catch this old table, like you wrap a piece of, you find some cloth laying on the ground, you wrap it around there and light it on fire. Sure enough.
Fuck yeah. And is that actually like one luck in the hole that I can like hold on?
Yes, it is.
God, this is the first time it's happened to me this entire game, honestly.
And Hades, I need you to do me a grit check if you would be so kind.
Cool. So I have a torch now, and I'm not afraid to fucking use it.
Okay, I'll do that grit check and then
at that door.
I was also gonna say that I start squaring off with the zombies that were about to come in, and that was right when the lights are going out.
To the
quick
slower
ones.
Oh, the quick ones. Okay, gotcha. Okay. Okay. Carry on.
So I'm squaring up with the ones that were about to break through, the quick ones, and spit in my hands, grab the sledgehammer, and I'm like ready to go.
So you are facing to the west where these ones are trying to batter down through the door. You still have the ones to the east, which are also trying to batter through the door. What's happening here? What's going to happen? What are you all doing?
Bubba's going to stand up just like Samuel is, except to the east with his pipe. Batter up.
I'm gonna follow
Step up
suit
back.
as well.
Well, I'm glad I'm not alone.
And so this seems like it might be the last stand of. Carry on. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Scarlet.
The only thing I would do is I would suggest to Cheryl, like, we didn't check the room to the west. We don't know what was through it.
Are we really gonna go there? Because I mean, it feels kind of dangerous, right?
Everything's dangerous.
Okay, well, you go first.
I can't sneak.
Well, who says I can sneak?
And I look at her and I'm like, it seemed like you were,
What?
earlier.
What are you talking about? I'm pretty good at it, but that doesn't matter. You should go first.
Those zombies
I'm
are
like-
really breaking through. You gotta, if you want to head out that way and head northwest, you gotta go now, or else it looks like
I
they're gonna
pushed
break
through them
through.
and I said,
You
I'll
go-
go first. Now I pushed.
Okay, look, we got someone go first. And I will fall behind in a sneaky fashion as I let Alex bolt first.
All right.
All right.
So it sounds like Scarlet, Alex, and Cheryl, are you all heading northwest to that
We're
unexplored
using-
room?
I'm actually gonna hang back in the cafeteria when I see two people going for it. I'm like, they'll figure out what's there.
You're so devious.
Alex and Cheryl, are you the only ones heading out that way? Everyone else is standing here.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
I'm stealthing it. I'm being like really quiet. I'm
They
definitely
slip out.
leave.
And yeah, you're ducking and weaving and hiding. You're doing that pretty well, it seems like. And while Alex is just running straight ahead through the hallway, and as you escape out that way to the north, you hear something crashing behind you as those zombies begin to flood in towards the cafeteria. Judge Wolf, you want to take over there? I can do any rolls if you want me to, or however you want to handle it.
Do you want to? I was going to handle the folks to the north. Do you want to handle the folks in the cafeteria,
Sure.
or you still need to decompress?
No, that sounds good.
Okay.
Samuel, so you're up first. I'll let you get a swing off at these sprinters that are coming towards you as they leap through the door. There's 3 of them that just tear this door apart and leap at you. So roll your grit check. Or did you do
I've
that
been
already?
prepped for this, and I take a wide swing.
Yeah, go ahead and take advantage on it too, because you've been your stand stuff for it.
Okay, so I
just
should add
Yeah, manual, add 1 skill die.
skill die.
You landed it, but we'll see. All right. So you did land that hit on one of these sprinters here. They take some damage. You smack them down as it comes sprinting towards you. Let's see
Knockback.
though if it's gonna get a reaction on you. It does not. But all 3 of them are actually not the one that you hit gets knocked back a little bit. It staggers for a second. The other 2, they do attack you. And what are their attacks? They're going to try and both of them are just charging forward at you, just straight up barreling through you, trying to. Anyways, let's see what happens. not good for you. Go ahead and roll your armor twice.
Do I roll for that again? Skill?
Single skill die for each landed attack. Nothing on that one, and one more. Nothing on that one either. Armor's not helping you so far, unfortunately. So you take a lot of damage from that one. So your trauma is back, and if you look on your sheet, you have one more hit until dead. You are not looking great. They barrel straight through you, knock you back, and it looks like they just tore out a chunk of your midsection as they ripped past you. So, with that, everyone else is up. That's here in the cafeteria.
I use my Inspire again to say, Samuel, you have to hold the line. And I'm going to give a talent die on Samuel's next swing.
All right, that works.
Or a skill. Actually, I mean, I think technically speaking, any skill check. So, whatever you choose to do.
I think Bubba was facing the other direction towards the east where the other zombies are trying to break through. They're not through quite yet. Do you turn or do you continue to face east?
Like, Bubba, we are primed to open this door.
It is barricaded, I believe, right, Rodney?
I do believe so. If
Yes,
it was
sir,
where we
it
came
was.
from.
It was. So you went.
Oh.
We haven't been through the door to the east yet. We have not
Right,
been
the one
through.
to the
You did
east,
talk
from
about
my
potentially
That's what I
barricading.
thought I was.
10 HP was sealed on that one.
Well, in that case, Bubba's gonna go ahead, seeing that the zombies are breaking through Samuel's line there. He's gonna go ahead and try to kick down this barricaded door.
No, okay. Go ahead and roll a grit check on that. All right, you're able to. That barricade,
a lot of grit.
unfortunately, wasn't a very good roll holding that one up, and you're able to slam through it. There are 4 zombies on the other side they seem caught off guard as they're just like, going against the barricade, slowly slamming their fists against it. So that's basically your interact action there. I'll let you take a swing if you want to.
Sure. So what we're gonna do is, I have a talent called Sweep.
Nice.
If enemies are within 5 feet of you and each other, you can use an attack action to make strikes on up to 3 enemies within this range. If successful, these strikes inflict half damage, rounded down, and knock each enemy back 10 feet.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that attack, and you'll be able to hit 3 of them.
Yeah, going ahead.
Just enough to hit them. So, how much damage? What are you wielding again? That bar?
A heavy pipe.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, go ahead and roll 1 skill die also, and we'll see if it malfunctions. It's basically an improvised weapon. But you do sweep across all of them and smack 3 of them right in the face.
Alrighty.
Let's see, malfunction table. It looks like the weapon has been damaged pretty badly by that sweeping attack, and now it's only going to deal half damage. At this point, it feels like you'll probably do more damage just using your bare fists.
All right. Yeah. Noted.
So everyone else in the room, what are you doing? We've got, I think Scarlet pretty much took her turn already, using the Inspired. Wow.
You can call me Desi. It's fine.
Desi.
Or Dad.
Desi and Rodney, you haven't taken your turns yet. What are you two doing?
Is this door to the east? All right, so this door to the east, I was primed to open it. Was it Bubba who was ready to defend it, or was that Rodney?
Bubba kicked it down and did that sweeping attack to 3 zombies on the other side of it.
Okay, so that's the door we're talking about. Okay, cool. Wow, I'm really oblivious then. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and Gonna step through the door and offer him moral support while being ready to do anything that needs doing, such as running away from things if they're primed to attack me.
Okay. All right. We can have you assist in some stuff if you'd like. Otherwise, Rodney, what are you doing?
Basically following behind Bubba, I'm just going to realize it's fucking over, man. We're fucking going.
Game over,
And
man.
swinging right after.
Whoa, you gotta put them guns
behind
away.
Bubba.
You gotta put them away, man. I'm getting too. Woo.
Roll that grit check.
Judge Wolf and
And I do jack shit.
Oh. Hang on. Maybe is it actually a grit check on your? It's smarts check on your improvised weapons. That's right.
That
So
would
roll
be
a
very
smarts check.
nice.
It is.
And I'm going to turn 2 of those into a success.
All right. So you got 2 successes on that. That 1 luck. And your improvised weapon, I believe it was a tier 2.
Yeah, so it should be 4 sharp.
4 sharp damage. All right. So the one in the front, you take a big chunk right out of its face. That front one that Bubba had also hit. Go ahead and roll 1 skill die to see if anything happens to your weapon.
So while that's happening, Severian, if I might interject.
Yep.
So you whenever Bubba kicks open this door, you see that this is the remains of a kitchen, right? Like there's old pots and pans. There's just that smell of funk in there, and these zombies are coming through. And you see there's another door to the far east leading out of the kitchen. That door swings open, and you see another one of these zombies with the red eyes and the kind of juddery movement kind of starting to sprint its way in as if it was brought out of nowhere.
I'm gonna unfollow that on Twitter. Cool.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
That brings us around to the zombies' turns. So all 4 of these shamblers pile onto Bubba, and we're gonna see if he takes any damage here. They're all trying to bite you. I don't believe you have any armor, do you, Bubba?
No, I do have a talent. For every attack that's sent my way, it's called Strong. I roll a singular skill die, and if it's a crit, I reduce the damage by 1.
Okay.
Of the attack.
Yeah, go ahead and roll. So just two successful hits. So roll 2 skill die there. I can't hear you. You got to move your mic closer to your face.
Okay, my mic is in my throat.
Good.
Is one of the chamberlains got 2 luck? Is that a success?
No, not for the enemies.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Looks like nothing, no good on that. So you take 4 damage total as 2 of these zombies chomp down on your arms after you were swinging that weapon around. You also need to make a strange check.
2 strange checks there.
Oh, right, 2 strange checks. And while we're waiting for the result of that sprinter that jumped through the back, that fast-moving zombie leaps over top of Bubba and comes after Rodney, actually. Unfortunately, it does not hit. It lands in the cafeteria, though, and slides in the middle of everyone. Your strange check looks like that failed. So, Judge Wolf, you want to make note of that?
Yes, sir. Completed.
And thank you, Dex Headhunter, for the subscription.
Yeah, that guy's a
so
cool guy.
Back to the 3 sprinters.
Whoever you may be.
The 3 sprinters
I just
that are
sent
on
my,
Samuel. What was that?
I just rolled my second strange check there.
Okay.
They attacked me already.
Unfortunately, the first one failed, so the second one's kind of moot. But
Oh, I see. Okay.
yeah. You were right. They did this turn. You're right. I'm glad you pointed that out. I don't want to cheat you out of that.
I'm glad I pointed that out.
So that'll bring us around to Samuel again. If you want to take another swing, now that you're one hit away from death, basically.
I got that boost from Scarlet there. What is that? A +1 talent die.
Yep.
So, like, sensing he's near death, Samuel reaches down from the depths and goes into just a shout, swings the sledgehammer again at the two that bit at him.
Right.
That's a, what did we say that is? A talent?
Yep. One more talent die on that grit check. And it looks like you needed it. That hit lands. Let's see if it reacts. I don't believe that causes a reaction from these guys. It might.
Nah.
It does not. They are threat level amber. Okay. So you're able to hit another one of these and knock them back. The other one that you hit last round, it's starting to stand back up. So that's Samuel's turn. What's everyone else doing? Who's up next? We'll get through this combat and then we'll jump over to Alex and Cheryl.
I am like trying to like hide behind the table, like not get killed by a zombie.
So who is up next?
It's up to you guys basically. It's all of the players' turns right now, so you can just establish a turn order if you want to.
Many zombies are to my direct east.
There are 4 of those shamblers standing.
Because I wasn't attacked, but I'm like one of the 3 people who is right up next to that door.
Yeah. They attacked Bubba, and then the fast one leaped over and attacked Rodney, and that one is in the cafeteria.
So there were only those 2?
There's 4 of them on the other side of the door, or in the door rather.
So I'm kind of between a rock and a hard place, aren't I?
Yes.
And what does that far door through which that far zombie came resemble? Does it look like it could lead out? Does it look like it could lead anywhere that isn't here?
There was another room on the other side. It looked a bit larger, maybe another day room. You're not entirely sure because it kind of swung back shut again as the sprinter leaped through it. The doorway is blocked by shamblers, but you could try and make your way past them as they're swinging and fighting with Bubba and Rodney.
I think that's the play, frankly.
Go ahead and roll
What's that roll?
Wit check to see if you're able to slip through there. Do a CR1 wit check.
All right.
Meanwhile, Bubba, what are you doing? You would see her trying to slip by you.
Yeah. So
Wait.
what Bubba would do is he sees her trying to get by, so he's gonna go ahead and try to help. He's gonna try to body one of these zombies, grab it by the neck, and just wrench.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a grit check, and we'll actually do a CR2 on that and see what happened. Desi, you were able to slip by past the zombies into the kitchen and to the other side, and you open up that door, and it is in fact another day room in front of you, almost identical to the 2 you've seen so far. There's a exit to the south, exit to the south, exit to the east, and
I got the roll. I got the roll.
Does the door lock behind?
The door itself, it seems like if you were to try and move some stuff over in front of it, it swings out towards, it's one of those kind of, it flips around, right? It's in and out. So It's on 2 different hinges. It can go in, it can go out. So if you were to block that door with something, very likely you could keep it from opening in your direction.
And so, Bubba, you were able to do some damage to the zombie, but not much.
And in that room, by the way, there seems to be, for some reason, there was a lot of stuff on the walls. There's a lot of shattered mirrors and shattered glass all over the floor. Would not want to do a Die Hard in.
Well, fuck that. I'm gonna move any hard objects up against that door.
And just take your shoes off. It's good for you. And for exit-wise, you still have the door back to the west, which you came from. You have a door to the east, and you have a door to the south.
Noted.
So that would pretty much be her turn. Bubba, you took your attack. Samuel, so did you. Rodney, what are you doing here? Are you attacking again? That sprinter is in the cafeteria with you now, and then there's still those 4 shamblers in front of you. What are you thinking? What are you gonna do? Are you hearing me, Rodney? No? Is anyone hearing
Rodney's
me?
I'm hearing you. Rodney's just looking at himself in the camera like, yeah, baby. Look at this. Rodney?
No, sorry, I was
Were you on mute?
looking at something else.
You were looking at yourself. I knew it.
It wasn't myself. Actually,
It's totally
technically, yeah, it was the clip, but
Your turn. What are you doing here? You got that
so
sprinter
there
that
are
slid into the
4 zombies.
cafeteria. Yeah, and there's 4 zombies in the doorway.
going right after him. That there's no more running, and is it a smarts check? I would love if it was,
Yeah,
but I feel
for your
like
improvised weapon that you create, it's a smarts check.
Okay. Very happy that it is.
And then you just roll the single skill die after to see if, and that's a critical hit actually. So you do double damage. You do 8 damage on that sprinter. Were you attacking the sprinter or one of the shamblers?
The sprinter.
Okay, so you nail it. I don't know, you maybe stab it or something with this metal bar right through its chest, and it like screeches at you, and a bunch of blood just gouts out all over the place. It's rotting, stinking blood. For a strange, that is backfire. Your own attack turns against you. You take half the attacking weapon damage.
Damn.
So that was a really good roll, but that hurts you a lot
damage.
too. When you pull that back, you accidentally clip yourself and just like cut this deep gash across your chest, taking 4 damage.
But that was a crit, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
But
yeah.
you take half damage.
That's great.
Yeah. So 4 damage on you.
Don't care. Oh, yeah.
Well, with Nightmare, it's gonna take him down a notch, right? Would he be into that?
Yeah, I do have 4, so I'm completely out of weakened.
Yeah,
I guess I'm into limping.
You are weakened now. That's how that works.
Okay.
You filled up the weakened bracket basically, so you are weakened, meaning you have to choose a core skill to reduce by 1.
I guess that's going to luck, because that doesn't seem like a very lucky thing to happen.
So just put a -1 whenever you roll a luck check.
Yep.
Okay, so let's take a break from this combat real quick and go over to Cheryl and Alex.
Well, before you do Cheryl and Alex, go ahead and do the zombies, their attack this round.
Sure. Yeah, let's
haven't-
get that over
Yep.
with real quick.
Please, sir.
We'll
you,
start
sir.
with the Shamblers still attacking Bubba here. They're still trying to bite you, and then you can roll your 2 grit checks or those 2 skill die for your ability there to see if you take less damage.
And there's one sprinter still on
in the cafeteria.
Samuel, correct? Yeah.
Yep. No, there's 3 on Samuel.
Well,
Samuel.
no, sorry, there's 3 on Samuel. Correct. Sorry.
Bubba, did you hear me about that? The skill die for your check, your ability to reduce damage.
No.
Okay. Yeah, just take 2 skill die for me. Roll those.
Yep. Gotcha. Right up.
Wait for it to load up. There it is. All right, so you reduce it by 1. So you take 3 points of damage instead of 4. So that takes you down to limping, I believe. Looks like.
Yep.
All right, go ahead and make sure you mark those on the lifeline. But Bubba's looking like he's taken quite a few bites here. That sprinter in the cafeteria tries to bite at Rodney. Unsuccessful. And then the other 3 sprinters start to swarm around Samuel, and we'll see if this is it for Samuel. Unless that armor can really do its job now. Go ahead and roll 2 skill die. Oh, the strange symbol does help you, but not enough. Not enough. And unfortunately, the 3 sprinters leap on top of Samuel. And Samuel, what is your last action, Samuel, as these 3 take you down, trying to pull you to the ground, just ripping chunks of your flesh away?
Samuel was screaming on his last attack. He just keeps screaming, and he grabs onto whichever one's closest and falls into it onto the floor.
All right, and as you do that, you fall into your blood just begins seeping out all over the floor, and they're drinking it up, eating your organs, and the light fades. And that's it for Samuel in this adventure. We've lost a survivor.
Samuel, I assume since you have early rise, you don't want to pick up an NPC?
But you can if you'd like.
But you 100% can if you would like.
I'm pretty wiped at this point, so I don't think I can keep playing.
Okay. Well, Samuel, we salute you in your last stand, and thank you for your service, my friend.
Service, Samuel.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, guys. Fun game.
Welcome, Denny's. Thank you for your service.
All right,
And so
let's go over to Alex and Cheryl.
Was that all the zombos in there? That was
Yes.
Yep. You got the last 3. Okay. And so this is actually very, very perfect. So Cheryl, Alex, as you move to the north, you come up to that intersection where you have the east and the west. Are you heading to the west? Bless you.
Carol, what do you think? East or west?
The opposite way that Desi said to go.
Gotcha. West then. Go west.
Yeah, you go first.
Oh, of course.
Of course, you got that Republican shield about you, like you know what you're doing.
I have true American.
You're damn right.
blood.
Nothing
will stop my rampage. I can fight anyone. Nothing's stopping me.
And if something bad happen, we have wonderful healthcare system for it. So, I believe in you. We do.
Unlike those socialist countries, we have phenomenal healthcare. Let's go. And
I'm still behind him.
The door to the west is very heavy.
Quick question.
And yes, sir.
Sorry, with me freaking being very obnoxious and loud, does that increase the probability of her being able to stealth successfully?
Oh yeah, absolutely. You are the target. If anything happens, you're the target. You hear all that noise? That's what you in a minute.
Okay, sick.
You are 100%. The door to the is incredibly heavy.
So the door is incredibly heavy.
It can still open, but there's just a weight to it. It's almost.
Would I be able to quickly like investigate the door, see what's going on, see if I can see anything?
You cannot hear anything, see anything beyond the door.
Okay. I'm gonna try to look back at Cheryl one last time. Kind of nod my head real quick, and I'm gonna try to push the door open.
So you door.
I can't hear you.
Is it because they're Pat? I think you're unmuted. Now is it? Was it just too much noise in the background?
Oh, there you go. I can hear you. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so you push on this door, and it just gradually opens. There's a lot of weight to it, and as you open it up, you get the smell of copper, just heavy on copper.
Oh.
And go ahead.
Oh no, you're good. Good.
And you enter into the room. Are you entering into the room? I assume you open the door.
Unless it's like pitch black, I'm 100 and.
No, it is actually lit by several torches.
Good thing to know.
So there's the light of these torches is flickering around the room, and you can hear what sounds like, it's almost like syrup dripping, like syrup that's warm syrup dripping in this room.
I know that noise. I've heard it every night in my dream. That's 100% syrup dripping.
It is. It's so 100% syrup dripping. But as you get into this further in this room, you start to notice that there are grooves cut into the floor, and that when you look onto one wall, you can see this blood dripping down a cavity into a floor groove. And that seems to be where that sound's coming from.
Kind of go over there and kind of look at the floor groove and kind of wave Cheryl to follow me. Is there any symbol or anything of that nature?
Absolutely. So you notice that the symbol that is being filled by this blood is in the shape of a pentagram, and that there are several other shapes in the room. There's one of a fist. There's one of a key. There's one of an eye with an S through it. There's one with a clover, and there's one that looks like a light bulb with a brain.
Okay. I think I know what's going on, but so I go over to the one with the clover. Does anything react to it?
No, nothing really happened. You notice, you look up and you can see a vat of blood above it.
Is there anything I can perhaps mess with the vat of blood, like maybe poke it, like get it to?
It seems to be the glass that's holding it seems to be like this really thick, almost like you can see little symbols etched across it.
Is there blood in the clover?
There is no blood in the clover.
Can I touch the clover on the ground? Does anything happen?
Nothing happens.
Cheryl, what do you make of this? Some of this satanic Nazism.
I'm not really big on history books. That looks like a 4-leaf clover, and that looks like a key.
This is 100% a different writing for a swastika. Are you insane?
I mean,
obviously, without a doubt, the other party came in here already. It's strewn about all their Nazism and writing this clover on the ground. out what it is.
Okay, but what about the other ones?
The other ones are just to play tricks on our fucking minds because they know how to get in here. They're already in here. They're stirring me up.
Yeah, they seem to be in there all the time. They take vacation in there. In fact, they have 24-hour vacation there.
I know. They get better fucking rights than us.
Yeah, they do. Yep, they do. Normal rich people do. Right. So we got some pools of bloods and we got some symbols. Worst thing's the worst. The blood is obviously a bad thing. We should probably figure out this. Is there a way that we can like put one and one together? Like,
I mean, you kind of put things. So let's first off, I want to note that there is an exit from this room to the north, aside from the one that you came from to the east. And let's go ahead and both of you do a wits check. Both of you do. Okay, you can either do a wits check or a. Sorry, I forgot the stats of this one. A wits check or a smarts check. Either one.
Smart.
oh fuck.
I decide to die.
Alex, you definitely think that this is the Thule Society that is behind all of this.
The Thule Society?
Yes.
Blood for
no.
the blood gods. I cut open my hand.
And Cheryl. Oh, geez, Cheryl, why? Oh, wow. Okay, give me 1 second. I need to. Okay, that's actually incredibly perfect. So that's 1, 2. So as you guys are
what kind
standing,
of check was supposed to be rolled there?
wits on both of them. Wits or smarts?
Cheryl rolled grit.
Cheryl, you're very gritty.
So you probably want.
She does get one talent. She gets one.
Oh,
talent.
sorry.
I thought
Yeah,
she
sorry.
got.
I
I thought that looked like a wits check.
Oh.
I was like, why did it?
Can I actually
didn't
use
realize-
2
okay,
of my banked
there we
luck?
Good fucking
Pass that.
lord.
Can I
Why
just
does
use
it still seem like a lot of dice? Am I doing something wrong? Like, I'm putting the number in. I put 5 dice because there's 5 wit and then 1 luck.
Are you hitting the?
One talent.
Are you hitting
One
the
talent.
Shiver auto roller?
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah,
put any
that's
numbers
it.
at the bottom. It uses your skills automatically. The numbers are
Oh,
just for
that
extra
makes
stuff.
so much sense
Yeah.
now. I was like, why do I have to put this shit
Hey,
in?
I was wondering why there was so many dice flying across that screen because that looked like your wit stat.
Like, I was
I,
getting fucking confused. So I was like, I don't understand why there's so many fucking dice. I'm just putting in the exact amount.
No,
Can
it
I
should
actually
automatically
use-
grab it.
Can I actually use 2 of my banked luck to just pass?
You're supposed to declare before you do the
Oh,
roll if you
okay.
want to use the skill.
Okay, that's fine.
So you want to re-roll that, Cheryl? Oh, by the way, let's go ahead and make sure we get that. Add that on that disadvantage onto this wit check so that we can make sure we get all of these channel spends into there appropriately.
So it takes all the information from me automatically. So I just have to roll 0, 0, right?
And click that little disadvantage button.
Advance. There we go.
There we go. Same outcome as the original, which is kind of funny. So, as you guys are trying
Nice
to puzzle
note.
this out, you're looking around. You notice that one of the symbols is full of blood. You have 5 other symbols that are not. You know that these symbols mean something. You know that the clover means luck and that the light bulb means smart. And it just feels like there might be something missing. But unfortunately, you don't really have time to think about that. Because as you look through the door that you came through, you see this 8-foot tall monstrosity of flesh and bone and rot step into the room with you.
Does it have
You
Haley's
said there's another. You said there was another door in this room.
To the north, yes.
Okay, we need to go to that other door. I am noping the fuck out immediately. Like I see that and I'm like, yeah, no.
Yeah.
Deuces, my friend. I am fucking out.
Right when I kind of look back, I just kind of do a double take. I'm like, holy shit, that thing's not gonna percolate me. I get the fuck out of there.
I run. Yep. I'm fucking. I'm trying to do it stealthily. Like I don't want. While I'm running, I want to find like places to like lose the eye contact.
And so
get the fuck out.
I'm just looking down. I'm looking down. Can't see. Can't. If I don't see it, it doesn't hurt me. So as you're starting to run towards that north door, you notice that the blood that's already on the floor begins to seep out smoke, and it seems like smoke is beginning to pile out of the wall, and it's starting to fill this room up, so that it makes it more difficult to see. And there's all these grooves in the ground. What do you think, Seth? Grit or wit to avoid tripping?
That would be wit.
That sounds like an environmental hazard. I could use my luck on it.
Yes, go for it.
And then I am actually also going to be using. I'm gonna one of my lucks to give me an extra dice.
Okay. Given a smoke, this is going to be a CR2. So
CR2? Okay,
yes,
never mind. I'm just gonna spend
so
2 luck
still
to
need to
automatically
roll.
pass one.
Okay. So Cheryl, you pass. You guys managed to make it towards that north door. No dice to roll. Grid check. What? That's weird. I don't know.
That was weird. Oh, I used 1 to go through, but that was it. Wow, that's bad.
So Alex, as you're running forward, you step into a groove and you fall to the ground as this thing comes running up behind you and attempts to slam its fists down on you. And it does so. Do you have any armor?
No, I don't.
You take 4 blunt damage and you are knocked prone. So you basically are re-knocked to the ground.
Gotcha. That also makes me weakened, so I'm going to reduce my strange by 1.
Stop. And so as Cheryl runs to the north, you reach that door. What are you doing, Cheryl?
I'm opening the door. I'm opening the door.
And as you open that door, you see a set of stairs that lead down into what looks like service tunnels. And you can hear weird noises coming from down.
And I just go in anyways because I'm like, and I go straight sneaky mode because I'm like, I can't go back that way. There's a big guy that wants to murder me, and
there's also a zombie too.
And there's also
yeah. There's no way back, and I just do a small glance back. It's like one of those movie moments, and I'm like, I'm really sorry. You never had the chance to. You never had the chance to change your views, but it probably wasn't gonna happen anyways.
Go ahead and do that witch check CR2.
While we're waiting for the result of that check, just wanted to say thank you for the follow, JBMM31. Thanks for stopping by.
Sev, I got 3 clovers and I got 3 strange. What's happening, buddy?
Wow, thank you for the subscription also. So it's up to them what they want to do. So these were wit checks then?
Yes, sir.
I mean the luck can still be used however you want to use your luck, but those on the failed check, those strange dice are still going to tick up the doom clock that many minutes.
And that puts us into the final quarter, by the way.
Nice.
So what do you want to do with those 3 luck points?
What all I can do is just re-roll, right? Basically.
You can bank 1 luck point. You can spend 2 luck faces in order to get a single success, or tick back the doom clock by 1 minute. And thank you so much for the subscription and the gifted subscriptions, JVMM.
So if I use use 2 of the Lux, then is it already passing now, or is it failing now currently?
It would be currently it was CR1.
Okay. Then
So
you can succeed it with that.
Without it. So without it or with it, the luck I would need to succeed, right?
Yeah, you can spend the 2 luck bases to make it successful, basically.
Okay, then I'll just do that.
Okay, so that those minutes don't get added,
So I'll knock those down.
unfortunately.
So no, it's fine. So as you
and I still have 1 bank from earlier, so
you go into this service tunnel, you pass by one of these new fresh corpses. But as you begin to walk by the second one sneakily, its head towards you. What are you doing?
I'm sneaking and running. I'm trying to get the hell out. I'm not playing. I am not a fighter. I am a runner. I spray paint shit and I get the fuck out. I am a coward.
Okay, go ahead and do me another wits check, because we're going to see if you can get away from this thing, because it's reaching for you.
Sweet. So with sneaky, right? I get an extra talent when I do sneak.
Okay.
So
It sees you, though. I don't know if that's really sneaky. You might miss the other one, but this one sees you.
it says you are quick and quiet and disappear easily into the darkness. Is what I'm trying to do. It's like get the hell out of Dodge.
What happens? Let's see what happens.
So I only have to add 1 additional talent dice into it and see where it goes.
Okay.
Oh. So I can re-roll as a ghost. I can re-roll any failed wit checks. I've never had to do that before, but at this moment I do. So that means I can re-roll that at this point in time.
Okay.
This is the time to do it. Oh, I'm sorry. I need to change. I keep forgetting when I close out. When I close it out, it switches over to grit.
Re-roll it.
There we go. So with 3, so I can still use the 2 to success, right?
Correct. So you caught this thing off guard. It doesn't seem to register that you're there for a second, and then it hisses at you and it starts to lunge towards you, and you run to the north. Now, there's an exit to the north and 1 to the east. What are you going to do here?
North.
Okay, and we're going to go ahead and go back to the other group.
Oh,
and
please, God. Hopefully they're on the north side too. We can rejoin. Hopefully. I don't even know anymore. I don't even.
All right, so back to those that were back further south in the cafeteria, except for Dez, who's gone a little further east. We'll start with everyone there in the cafeteria. Rodney, Bubba, Scarlet, what are you doing? You just saw Samuel get mobbed and he's getting eaten.
Yeah, and Bubba's like in the kitchen, right? Or no, Rodney and Bubba are in the doorway.
Yeah. Well, Rodney's more in the cafeteria, like facing off with this fast zombie that's in the middle of it. Bubba's holding that doorway, facing the 4 shamblers there, and Dez is slipped somewhere beyond.
Okay. And did the door shut behind Dez?
You can't even see her. So
all right.
You think so, but the shamblers and Bubba are in the way.
Okay, here's what and did we or did we not take over to the final quadrant?
We are, in fact, in the final quadrant.
Okay, good. So here's what my interact action is. I'm like, it's all or nothing, Bubba. And I'm going to give Bubba 1 talent die on next go. And I am going to try and get through this room like Dez did and pop out through the door.
Okay, give me a wit check to do that.
We'll try. And, let's just say my character seems pretty good at that. Oh, no, she doesn't. She pops up.
1 more minute onto the doom clock.
Aye, sir.
Thank you. And so you You try and squeeze your way past those zombies. I'll just roll a reaction to see if they were able, if anything happens. That is not actually a corpse titan. It should be a shambler. So nothing happens, but you're trying to squeeze through and you just can't find a gap in there, and they're kind of swinging at you and Bubba at the same time. So that's pretty much your turn there. Bubba, Rodney, what are you two doing in this cafeteria?
Well, Bubba ain't feeling too hot. In fact, I'd say he's feeling pretty bad about right now. And he's got adrenaline pumping through his veins. He's remembering all these times that he was in these bad situations in big crowds where he had to push his way through to get to some trouble. And that's exactly what he's going to try to do. He's going to try to shove these shamblers back so he can start heading towards the door at the end of the hallway.
Okay. Grit check, CR2.
And is this an opposed grit check?
Yeah, I guess it would be. So I'll roll grit for them actually, because I think you have an ability that helps you, right? What is that?
Right. I get to add one more success to whatever I roll.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you got 3 successes basically. So enough of them, I'm going to say that enough of them were pushed out of the way that you're able to get into the kitchen now. So you push past them. They're still kind of in the doorway in the kitchen. Is there anything what would you do once you push through them?
Probably start, if I can, heading towards any exits that are close by.
Okay. Yeah, there's an exit to the east side of the kitchen, and that's basically where you'd find Desi on that side of the kitchen door in that day room there. But you're able to slip through those zombies, and now only Rodney and Scarlet are left in the cafeteria. Scarlet, now only you face these 4 shamblers. Rodney, what are you doing as you're facing this sprinter in the middle?
So at this point, seeing Samuel fall, would I be able to try to convert my fear that I have into just anger and get rid of the afraid status?
I'm gonna have to say no, because it's looking very grim right now.
Yes, that is very.
Unless you have an ability that does that for you, I'm gonna say no.
No, not at all. But with the sprinter that is right in front of me, I am just going to try to give it my all. And if you've seen Billy Madison, I'm just about to take a fucking drive at this thing's fucking head.
All right.
And hopefully a CR1 is great.
It is against these things. That's good enough to hit. And actually, you did enough damage to it before that finishes it off. What happens? How do you finish that one sprinter off in the middle of the cafeteria?
As I said, just like Billy Madison, fucking rear back, come back and just fucking swing as hard as I can, right as its head doesn't quite knock its head off or anything with the sharp piece of metal that I have, but just kind of hinges it back off its head as it drops finally life onto the ground.
And it drops limp to the floor. The only one that hasn't taken their turn is Desdemona. Did I say it right that time?
You absolutely did. But again, you call me Desi or friends. You're a Desi demon at this point.
So you're in that day room, and actually Bubba would...
a dire life or death situation.
Yeah. Bubba would be coming through the door just behind you, so he's standing there next to you now. He's kind of bleeding a bit.
He's bleeding. He's got obvious bite marks, right?
Yes.
He's gotten fucked up. And so what am I looking at door-wise? What sort of situation?
South and east for the exits, other than the one you came through from the west.
Okay. And what am I hearing to the east? Anything? Should I roll something? Trying to listen.
Yeah, roll a wits check.
Okay. That's gonna be a 3. And a 0. He's decent. Damn it. Okay. Well,
You're not
I got
hearing anything except the carnage taking place behind you.
I say, all right, bye-bye. You go south, I'll go east. You take up that side, I'll the other side.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
I go over to the eastern door and I open it, and again, I try to be on the wrong side. That's gonna eventually come back to, that side, sure. But for now,
Okay. On my end, you were cutting out just a little bit on Skype. I don't know why. Did you say east you're going?
I'm going east, and I'm hoping Bubba goes to the south or west or one of the other cardinal directions.
All right. So you run to the east through this door. You see another stairwell, and actually see a sign that says roof access.
All right, well, I'm gonna close the door, but not lock it this time, and I'm gonna go up to the ceiling. Oh.
All right. Well, we'll get back to you in just a second, and we'll see how that goes. Wolf, do you want to switch over to the other party, or do you want me to handle another round here?
Sure. Let me handle the party over on the other side. I also need Turd to do me a grit check, if he would be so kind. And while he's doing that, so if you recall, we have Alex knocked down in front of this grotesqueness. Okay, got you, Bubba. Thank you. That is just towering over him, about to just start pummeling down on him. And we have Cheryl in the hallway heading to the north exit. So let's start with Alex. Alex, what are you doing? You are knocked prone.
Damn, Tommy actually hurt me. Get out of here. I want to roll away.
Okay, go ahead and do me a wits check.
I'm going to add a bonus die with my luck.
Okay.
Oh, get that pass, and I'm going to bank it.
Okay. And so this thing sees you trying to roll away and is trying to figure out exactly what you're doing. And it tries to swing at you as you try and roll away. So you had 1 success, correct, on the witch check?
1 success, and I banked 1 luck, yeah.
Okay, so this thing, as you're rolling away, its massive paw just kind of swats into you from behind, knocking you forward once again. So do you have any armor?
No.
Okay, so that's going to do... Where's the Titan? Titan. This is a slam attack. Success, creature pick. No, okay, so this is a blunt damage 4. So you take 4 more damage, but it rockets you towards the door and you kind of slam into that door to the north. What are you doing?
I'm limping now.
Okay.
But now that I'm on the door, I'm opening the door and trying to get bail hard.
Okay, so you head down those stairs and you hear this thing just slam into the wall above you as it starts pummeling its way, trying to break down that door. Now, to the north, we have one sprinter chasing after Cheryl. Cheryl, you hit that north door. Do me a wits check if you would be so kind. Okay, so you grab a hold of this door, and as you open it, this thing comes jamming out of the door and slams into your shoulder, causing you 2 points of damage. But the door's open, and when you look inside, you see what can only be termed as a body chute. So this is the place where dead bodies are brought once their autopsies have been performed, and you see gurney upon gurney upon gurney of sheet-covered gurneys. You see exits to the north, to the east, to the west, and you have a shambler running up your ass right now. What are you doing?
Still running stealthily to get the fuck out of here. If like trying to be as quick and quiet as possible. Like I have, there's no time to even observe the environment. It's unfortunate.
So where are you heading? Which way?
I'm gonna go. You said there's northwest and east, right? Let's go west.
And so you head to the west, and as you open up that door, cold air hits your face, and the moonlight shines down upon you. And you see the fence to the distance. You see grass, tall grass in front of you. What are you doing?
I'm running. I see what looks like a fucking. It's fucking a way out. It's done. I'm out. Bye. Run.
And so, as you come out of the body chute, the ground begins to shake. And you look back, and you see this entire asylum, almost on the exterior, now that you're there, has this almost like steampunk gear look to it. And you look out into the distance, and you see that where there should be fields, and the moon has now disappeared, and there's almost like a giant dome over you. And this asylum begins to shake, and it shakes, and it shakes, and inside, in the service tunnel, the tunnel completely collapses and crushes Alex underneath all of the stone and dirt above it. What's Alex's last thoughts as this all happens? Don't sweat. I'm not power gaming you. These
are my last words. You goddamned cowardly pieces of filth. I'm gonna sue your asses straight in hell. Get fucking ready.
As a giant piece of concrete collapses upon him. In that day room, we have... Sorry, give me a second here. I need to go to my list here. We have Rodney. The building begins to shake, and you see the ceiling give way, and this gigantic piece of metal with all of these inscriptions upon it begins to fall down towards you, and it's going to kill you. What are your last thoughts?
Fucking engineers!
Desmond, as you laugh, your fate is not that much different.
No, that was out of character laughing.
No, I know.
My character is very taciturn for once in her life.
So you see this exit, what appears to be an exit above you, and you see that you can get the roof access, and you start to climb your way out. And as you stand on top of that roof, and you start to see the exact same thing that Cheryl is seeing, where this surroundings are a hologram, an illusion, and you were inside of a giant dome. The ceiling gives way, and you drop down. And as you're dropping down to your death, what are your last thoughts?
I think in her last moments, for the first time ever without ketamine, she astrally projects, and she's not in her body when it hits the pavement. and she's looking down at it, and perhaps she's greeted by several other souls that are lost in this place, and perhaps she finds herself floating amongst them, unsure as to what has happened, but certain that she is now a resident of these halls, however long they last.
And that's a very interesting ending for you, and I'm going to come back to that in just a moment, because that's very interesting. And so, Bubba, the ceiling begins to collapse. The ceiling collapsing is beginning, Bubba, and you are about to be crushed to death by oppressive zombies and metal. What is going through Bubba's mind as this begins to happen?
As Ozzy Osbourne once said, "Mama, I'm coming home."
Mama, I'm coming home. And speaking of Mama, the company servants, Scarlett, what's going through your mind as you see that your mission has failed?
I'm just like trying to like do mental math and like be like, they couldn't have lived. Where are they? Fuck, as the zombies don't stop coming. And I probably try and like desperately message them for like, you know, anti-zombie technique, which is exactly what I was going to message you before this happened.
And unfortunately, the sacrifices of the offerings was not made, and so your life is forfeit. As both the astrally projected Desdemona and Cheryl on her scurrying out into the field sees the asylum collapse in upon itself, and you see the dead standing there surrounding this area, and all you see is a claw the size of a skyscraper reach out of this boiling pit and slam its way down onto the ground and begin to pull itself out, as not only do my players die, but so does the rest of the world. And so, my dear audience, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for your service in the consortium, and unfortunately, our mission has failed. The Ancient One has risen, and the entire world is now at its mercy. So
I fucked up on that. Go check out the Western Door bit. I should not have done that.
I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of hoping Scarlett was gonna be like, okay, if I'm gonna die first, I'm gonna tweet the one thing I've always felt about so and so. You're a fucking fraud. I hate you so much. If I'm gonna get back, this is the time.
Final tweet.
And so with the last words, sorry, go ahead, Alex.
Everybody that's died, something about souls. So you are all now forced to live the rest of your existence with the soul of Alex J?
Yes.
That's fucking miserable. I hope I didn't sign up for that.
True torment.
And so I would just like to take a moment to first and foremost thank Severian for all of the work that he did this evening and prepping for this game.
Thank you.
This was a shit ton of work, and he put in more than his fair share. Thank you so much for doing that. I do want to thank all of my TTA players. As always, the pleasure is mine running something like this, and you guys really make it. And whenever the GM doesn't have to say much, you make the game go real. I do want to give our guests a moment to talk about their channels. If we could start with Milady Saito. Usually in Conan, you're the last to go because you're over there in the right-hand corner. So let's start with you. You could tell us about your channel and what's going on this month or this week or whatever.
Hello, my name is Lady Saito. We play tabletop games on my channel on Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays. You can see me here on Tuesdays when I play Conan. I also am doing a spooktacular stream on the 30th. It's this September with Spider Long Queen. She is gonna be helping me co-host this spooktacular Halloween event, which there's going to be a craft contest as well as a Halloween costume contest. If you haven't entered yet, what are you doing? It's a free prize and a free opportunity. And I mean, it's Halloween. Come on. We also are going to be doing different drinks that are going to be made and food that we're going to do on stream live. So, I mean, it could go really well or it could go really bad. Why not be there for both reasons? I don't understand. And there's a lot of shit. I mean, I'm hoping to get things all figured out. But that's me.
And as always, it's a pleasure to have you on our stream. You bring the characters, so just it's great to have you. And then I wanna look over to Lee playing Scarlet and Pat playing Desdemona from Diesel Shot. If you could let us know what's going on in your channel.
Indeed, we got Mondays, High Road, 8:30 p.m. Eastern through midnight. Our D&D fight adventure, fighting up through a tower, a prison tower of wizards. Ooh, Wednesday, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern, sponsored Worlds Without Number game, anthology setup of tabletop. Wow, that's crazy. And is sponsored by Foolish Entertainment. Big ups to them. They go to weird alien biomes, which they choose to heal or destroy using a soul. It's like a mix of one shots and short, like 3 to 4 parters. So
and they cosplay.
Yeah, it only runs 2 hours. Yeah, and we often do things on Thursdays and Saturdays. We recently wrapped up a 2-year-long campaign for Thursdays, so that slot's lying fallow for the moment, and we're sort of focusing on our Kickstarter game for the moment.
Of course.
And we do 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern dev streams Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. So come by sometime.
Yeah. Check out our dev streams. And you know what else you might want to check out? This fucking coming Saturday. If you were here for this, be here for what I'm about to talk about. This coming Saturday, Milady Saito and I are hosting a marvelous Halloween season crafting extravaganza on her channel, and you do not want to fucking miss it. You do not want to fucking miss the opportunity to win any number of marvelous prizes that Lady Saito, I'm sure, will elaborate on further, even if they are merely the prize of acknowledgement by none other than me and her. Indeed. We are here to make your Halloween fun. So help us make it fun by putting any and all crafts and things that you have planned in the Milady Saito Discord, which, of course, you will all have links to, I'm sure, provided by our glorious hosts and masters of our free will, puppet masters of our string tabletop anthologies, the illustrious and lovely Judge Wolf and Severion, who I'm sure have links to Milady Saito's marvelous Discord, which will be hosting a marvelous competition in which you want to enter, because this fucking time next week you have some fucking prizes if you enter. So please.
You can win up to a $50 Visa gift card for crafting.
Yeah. And please go on about how illustrious we are also.
Yes, please. My head can get just a little bit bigger. Not much, but it's there.
Then turn up. Man.
And so, thank you so much for everyone who came here today, for the new subscriptions, the new followers, to the winner of the raffle, Quicksilver. As always, it's a pleasure to have you here, my friend. I tried to invite folks to the Diesel Shot one. I can't do that. Apparently, I don't have permission. So if you could throw that out there, Lee, I'd appreciate that. Thank you so much to the audience. This is keeping an eye on the number of watchers that we had. This is probably one of our biggest games that we've ever had. This is great. It was so much fun to run. Severian, once again, I can't thank you enough for all of the work that you did in this. I hope tomorrow maybe I can repay that to you, because tomorrow we have Judge Dredd coming back, but it is a one-on-one situation where I will be GMing and Judge Null will be taking on something to do with Halloween. Is it Jason Voorhees? I don't know, maybe. I've seen Jason goes to New York and he kicks a boombox, and I could see Judge Null getting pissed off about that for destruction of private property. So tune in tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we got plenty of shows on our own channel: Alien RPG, Conan the Barbarian, Curse of Strahd, Call of Cthulhu, and every so often a Mark board game, and as you see, Shiver. So once again, I believe that is all. Until next time, my friends, thank you so much again, and this was a pleasure to run for all of you. If you have any shoot it over to me, and see you next time. Thank you.
I have a
Good night.
beautiful time.
I will.
Bye. Stay safe.